To all the geeks and nerds out there, welcome back to another episode on the Legacy SMP server. Now, between episodes, we've been grinding at the drowned farm that Sausage made. We've been trying to get ourselves a trident. And as you can see, I have one. Check it out. This is super cool. And if I do this, we can get a closer look at this thing. Look at that. Lovely, lovely jubbly. So we finally got a trident. Took a little bit of AFK time, but we got there in the end. Now let me show you what it's got on it. I managed to enchant it with all the bits and pieces that you'd expect, and in particular channeling. We are going to put that to the test today. We are going to be summoning some lightning, hopefully, if the weather permits. But yeah, I'm also in the bookshop, in Skizzy's, the big book, because we need a certain item. Now I've already got a bunch of this already, and that is down here, this guy. If we look down here, this trade name tags, we need a bunch of name tags. So I'll get another bunch of him, but that should do it for what we need. Now you might see his prices are heavily discounted. That is because I, don't tell Skiz, but I kind of snuck a zombie in here. Cured this guy a few times just to get his prices down, because those name tags are super expensive by default. Some of these other guys have got them as well. Can't remember which one, but they're like, yeah, there you go, 20 emeralds for one. And I need a lot. Let me show you what I've got so far over in my ender chest. This many. So that should do it for today's project. But yeah, we are going to be on the hunt for some super hard advancements. We can use our challenge trident. We've got a whole bunch of name tags. What does this mean? Well, let's head on back over to the base and I'll explain what we're going to get up to. And here we are coming into land in the city in our new storage room, and as you can see, I've moved in. Well, I guess in the loose sense of the word, I've basically moved my storage bits and pieces from the concrete factory, which is over there, and I've moved them in here to a more central place. Now, what are we doing today? Well, we're going to build a custom farm to get some advancements. Now, for those that don't know, on the server, we have a data pack that sometimes means that when we kill mobs, they drop their heads. So it depends on the mob. There's a different rate at which mobs drop heads. Also players as well. I kind of killed Poppy once, I think. But yeah, so we've got these bunch of heads, right? Now, that doesn't include certain mobs. So with the skeletons, zombies, creepers, and skeletons, that's not part of the data pack, but you can get that in vanilla. And there happens to be on the super challenges tab, these are supposed to be the hardest of the challenges, hardest of the advancements. There are 3 here. We need to obtain a stack of zombie heads, a stack of skeleton skulls, and also a stack of creeper heads. So how do we get those? Well, to get one of those, you need to kill, for example, 1 creeper has to be killed by a charged creeper, and you need a charged creeper per mob. So if we want 3 stacks of mob heads, we need 3 stacks worth of charged creepers. That's where the lightning comes in. That's where the trident comes in. So we need to build a farm to gather up a whole bunch of charged creepers, and then we need to have a system where we can funnel a charged creeper in with one of the other mobs, like a zombie, for example. Allow the charged creeper to kill it, and then we should get ahead. Now that has to be well managed, because you can't just put a charged creeper in with a bunch of zombies and get a whole bunch of heads. It's only 1 for 1. So yeah, we need to manage that carefully. And yeah, I've got a design for a custom farm that I've designed up in creative, and I think we're going to pop it just over there. That's a good spot for it. So this does mean we are a little bit dependent on the weather. Now, if we don't get lightning, then this is not going to work. So this is kind of high risk, I guess. Well, for the episode, I like to start a project in an episode and try and get it finished. And of course, there is a risk that we can finish the whole build, but if we don't get the lightning, then we won't get anything to show for it. But hopefully, all being well, I've got an idea of what we can do on that front. So hopefully that'll work out. So what we need to do is, first thing is to get going with the build, because we need to be ready for when the lightning strikes, and we need to gather up some creepers. And as you might expect, that means a creeper farm. So I've made a start on the creeper farm right here. We're just going to make this just a 1 level, super simple kind of creeper farm. This is based on my design that I've used previously on the channel. If everyone's seen my creeper farm tutorials, basically the same thing, but we're just going to have 1 level because this is not a gunpowder farm. We don't need to have insane numbers of creepers. We just need a handful to make this work. So if you haven't seen this before, basically we've got this spawning pad. This is where the creepers will spawn. We've got these carpets here to make sure spiders don't spawn. And then what we're going to have here is we're going to have a roof above this with the 2 gaps here. And then we're going to have some trapdoors here to make sure that only creepers can spawn underneath, because they're the only ones that will fit. And obviously with the carpets there means spiders don't spawn. Then we can have a cat in the center right here. Creepers are scared of cats. They'll run away. They'll try and pathfind to these blocks on the outside. And when they do, they will fall down here into the system and they'll get taken all the way to the top where we're going to have a mechanism to deal with them. So that is the basic plan. But before I put the roof on, I want to get a cat in place. That is the next thing. Now, luckily, Poppy was streaming today and she asked if I needed any help with anything. And I said, yeah, I need a cat. So she went off and she actually found one for me. So there's a cat over in that direction. I've got the coordinates. We do need to go and find it, but it's about 2,000 blocks that way. So it's a long way away. So let's go and find it and then, yeah, tame it and bring it back. Here she is. We made it. So as you can see from my coordinates, we are quite a way out. Oh, there you go, cat. So we need to tame our feline friend that's going to help us out here. So I guess we'll better break the break the boat, should I say. And we've got some fish right here. And hopefully if you stay still long enough, there it is. We got it. The crazy cat lady. That is the one. All right. So we grab this boat. And now if we stand the cat up, it should hopefully teleport to me as I go back to base. So that's it really. Just got to make our way back over all the terrain. There's obviously going to be water. Hopefully we'll get the cat across. So let's just try this. If I scoot over here and then land, let's say over here, does the cat teleport to me? Hopefully it will. Maybe a bit further, maybe. There it is. Yes. Okay. The cat's following us. So we should be able to do this without too many problems. And we're almost back. We're on the last leg of our journey because over here is the base. That wasn't too bad. Didn't have too many problems with that. Just had to fly over it and then stop every now and again. And yeah, the cat would teleport over and then just do a little hop and a skip each time. Hopefully. Hello, cat. There he is. There is the cat. And we should now be able to fly down here to the platform and hopefully would follow us down without any problems. Yes, look at that. Awesome. So we need to put it in a minecart and then we are good. So I've got one right here. Oh no, I don't. I did have. I need to go and get it. Right, I'll go and get a minecart, get it into place, and then we can finish off this bit of the creeper farm. And here we have the first part of our mob head farm, looking quite good. All right, so let's talk about it. Let's explain what we've got so far. Now, this is not the end. This is not the finished product. We've got quite a bit of redstone and stuff to add at the top. But yeah, basically you can see here we've got 3 tubes. These are 3 bubble columns that go up over here, and they end up in these areas up here. So this one here is all of them. Any mobs that come up here will just end up in this this containment area over here. Quite straightforward. Any mob that goes up this channel will end up in that one just there. Any one that goes up this one will then get shifted across and go into this one. So we end up with 2 holding cells, this one here and this one over here. So where did they come from? Well, if we scoot down over here, just land on here. So any mob that falls into this water here will go into this one, which is that separated one over there. And then any mob that falls into the water stream on this side will go up this one. And anyone that falls in the water stream over here, this one, goes up there. So basically these 2 here, this one and this one, are linked up to the creeper farm underneath, and also the creeper farm from this side here. So all 3 will get creepers from the creeper farm. Now also on top, at the moment this is all carpet, this will be another mob farm. So this will be able to spawn zombies, creepers and skeletons. They will find their way. We'll talk about how later on, but they will find their way also into here, which leads us to that separate one there. So basically this containment area will have zombies, creepers and skeletons in it. And this one over here will only have creepers because these ones come from the creeper farm. So the next thing to do, which is why we need a bit of redstone, is we need to get creepers spawning ASAP, because we need to have them ready to go in case a thunderstorm, which could happen at any time. So the next goal is to build up some redstone here so we can AFK up here, get some creepers spawning and get them contained in here. Then we're going to have a system here on some rails that will pick up a creeper one by one. We can name them and then they're going to be put over there into a holding cell ready to be struck by lightning. So the idea is we'll have all the creepers we need ready to go for a lightning strike. When the lightning strike hits it, they'll turn into charged creepers ready to go. And then as and when we get the other mobs that we need over here, we can one by one send them into another system, which will be over that side, which will then be able to kill each one by one and get their heads. So yeah, quite a bit of work to do. And yeah, as I said before, we need the patience to wait for the thunderstorm and hopefully it happens because otherwise all this work will be for nothing. And there it is. I've added some rails and some redstone and bits and pieces, some pistons. So this is the first part. So let's go and have a closer look at this thing and I'll talk you through it. We kind of went over the brief idea just a second ago, but let's now that I've built it up, hopefully it'll make a bit more sense. So as we said, this chamber is where the creepers are going to be and they're going to be pushed into this corner from the water streams. And then down here, we've got a little control panel. We've got a red button here and a green one. When we press the red button, what's going to happen is a minecart's going to come up, pick up a creeper and stop right here. Now the creeper's head is going to be inside this glass, so it can't see us. There's a little gap here. We'll be able to name them. Then when we're ready, we'll press this green button. And what happens is the piston pushes it out. Minecart goes up. It's a piston there that allows the creeper to eject and then fall into here. So then it'll be a named creeper in there. The minecart goes around this rail along the back and then back into the cactus and back into the dispenser down there, ready for the next one. Now that's it really. not much else to it. So let's have a look from the back. Let's kind of walk the rail maybe. So if we're above here, so that's where the creeper is, comes onto this rail line. That's where we name them just there. Then these sticky pistons push that rail to hit to this point. Then the rail continues this way. We've got this glass on top, so the creeper's head is always inside some glass, so it doesn't see us. It travels this way, goes over this detector rail, or this activator rail, should I say, dispensed onto that block right there. And then this is the same setup we use for our blaze farm. And then the minecart carries on that way, triggers this piston via this activator rail. So that block is then removed, the creeper falls down, ready to go. And then the minecart just travels all the way back again, back into the dispenser. So that's pretty cool. And then, so the idea here is we need to get 192 named creepers in here at least. And then we can stand here with our challenge trident. If we hit that armor stand, then everything inside here will then become a charged creeper. So that is the plan. So now it's a case of getting those creepers. So I think what we need to do now is take out the torches from underneath here, so then they can start spawning. Obviously, it's still light during the day, so they're only spawn at night time. I will add a building around this in due course, and then of course it will then be dark. But yeah, for the moment, it will just work at night. But that's okay for the time being, I think, to get the creepers that we need. I've been gathering creepers, but in the meantime, we need to get some more animals. We need a cat and 2 dogs. That's the next thing we're after. Now, we'll come back to the creeper farm in a bit and I'll show you what we've got up to. I've made some extra modifications to the system, some more redstone and some rails, bits and pieces. And I also found a small design flaw, but we'll talk about that a bit later on. But yeah, now we've got to try and get this cat before it runs away. So notoriously bad at this, but there he is. Another cat. Yes. Okay. Awesome. That's great. So that is going to be part of our second farm, our kind of mob farm that's going to be on top of the creeper farm. So we've got this guy. That's great. So we'll get him back, and then I'm on the lookout for some dogs. So I've been looking around this snowy tiger biome. I haven't found anything yet, but yeah, I'll keep searching, and hopefully we can get a couple of dogs to join this little fella. There is a little pooch. Let's see if we can grab him. Oh yes, that took a little bit of time to find, but not too bad. Let's grab quick. Bones. Take some bones. Yes. Okay, we've got a new friend. Yes. Awesome. Leader of the pack. All right. Awesome. So we need to find one more dog. And then, well, hopefully if we actually need 2 more dogs, but if we can find one more, at least we can breed them. So yeah, let's see if we can find this guy a little friend. Here's one. Let's grab him. Yes. Another best friend, man's best friend, and we've got 2 of them. Okay, right. Let's see if we can find one more, but if not, we'll take these back and breed them for the last one that we need. Here we go, dog number 3. Yes. Okay, we got it. We got 3 dogs. Oh, we got 4 dogs maybe. Okay, I think I clicked on another one by mistake, but that's all right. More the merrier. Okay, lads, let's get back to base. I've been spending a lot of time up there, and this that column underneath leads all the way down to our farm just there. Now you can see there we've got a bunch of creepers there in place, so let's take a closer look. And I've added, as I said, I've added a few extra bits and pieces to our system. Our system is now complete. We need to build a building around it, and we also need to build a second mob farm underneath, but we'll do that in a second. So over here, this is it. So ignore this. This is all temporary. That will go away. Obviously, you've seen all of this stuff already. Now the new stuff is over here. So I've added a pickup system on this side for the creepers. Now, obviously, they will be charged creepers eventually. The armor stand there, that's what we're going to hit with the lightning. All of those will turn into charged creepers. We can pick them up from a minecart. It will go over here into this system, into this water right here. So when it explodes, it doesn't cause any damage. And likewise, we've got another pickup system here. So we've got these 2 buttons. This one gets the charged creeper. This one gets whatever mob is over here. Bring them together. We can then light the charged creeper through this hole with a flint and steel. It will blow up, and then we'll get the goods in here. So some of this is going to be manual. I did think about sorting the mobs so we can pick which one we want, but I think to make things a bit easier, we're just going to pick a mob, and whichever one comes out we'll use. Now to start with, any mob will do, but when we get towards the end we might need to be a bit more picky about it, so we have to kill the mobs in here if it's one that we don't want. And then yeah, like I said, the items will come in here, so the heads and also the minecarts will come in here, and then we can put minecarts in here and they will both fill up the dispensers on this side and also this side, and then we're ready to go. So here is the creepers. We've got a lot in there, so I've that's almost a stack's worth. I think something like 58 creepers are in there. Now I was finding in my testing that if I was to fill this up with the almost 200 creepers that we need, they would start dying and taking entity cramming damage. So what I've done is I've added some vines in this corner, so that stops that, so we can get a load of creepers in here. But it does make the pickup system a bit less reliable because the creepers are positioned slightly differently. So we'll have to do that. Now what I'm thinking about to make this a bit probably a bit safer is to probably just do this in 2 batches. So I'll get one half of the creepers in first, deal with those, and then we'll get the second half in. Now that means we need 2 lightning storms, two thunderstorms. Not sure if we'll get that. We'll have to be super lucky if we do, but I'm going to basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to be leaving my computer on the whole time whenever I'm doing something else, and then as soon as I hear the rumble of thunder, I'll come on and yeah, give those guys a strike of lightning. Now down here we need to build up the mob farm. So we've got these animals, we need to put them in place, and this is going to be pretty straightforward. We're basically going to scare the mobs that spawn here over here into this chute we've already got, and that will take them up to the holding pen above. So let me build that up and then we can give it a test. Well, it seems to be working. We've got the mobs in our containment area that we need, but we're not ready yet because we don't have the charged creeper. Now, you can see I've got one name tag in my inventory. That is the last one of the stack. So that's one stack gone. There we go. This one is called Stand Back, like they all are, just to remind me when I light them up. And it goes into the system with all the others. So that is a stack of creepers right there. Yeah, ready to go. So let's take a look at the farm. Now, one thing I should probably say is that these mobs here, we're not name tagging those because they can just come up whenever we need them. The reason we're name tagging these ones is because we need them ready to go when the lightning strikes, because it can come at any time. So we just have to have these ready and have a whole bunch of them. So I want to try and get some more. You know, I wanted to get at least another half a stack worth of creepers in there before the lightning comes, hopefully. But you know, we just got to be ready. We'll be joining on the spot for when the lightning comes, and we'll just do it with however many creepers we've got in place. Now the mob farm we've built is pretty much just like the creeper farm, which is underneath. Carpets on the floor to stop spiders from spawning, a cat in the middle to scare the creeper, and it will run around whenever creepers spawn. Eventually it will pathfind to these blocks and fall down into that system. Likewise with the dogs, they will scare the skeletons. Again, they will be scared, try and pathfind to these blocks, fall in there. And also over here we have a turtle egg. That is to attract any zombies. So zombies that spawn here want to stomp on the egg, and so they run over there, and again they fall down. So that's how it all works. So pretty straightforward stuff, and now we just got to wait. Now I've got this AFK spot at the top, and the reason it's this high is so we don't load any mobs inside any caves underneath the water. So standing here just means our farms are loaded in terms of the inside the 128 block sphere around the player. Now the downside is we can't AFK here too long. We have to look down like this. This is what I've been doing, is zooming in, and as soon as I see any creepers in that area, then kind of zooming down, name tagging them, and then coming back up here. So it's a bit manual, but yeah, for this the kind of setup, I think it's okay. So yeah, we'll do this for a bit longer, try and get some more creepers, and then we can start building the surrounding building to hide this thing, because it's a bit ugly. we wanna hide it away. Look at this, it's raining, but so far no thunderstorm. I've been waiting a long time and I've managed to build up most of the building, as you've seen. But yeah, got to finish off, got to put the roof on the top. But yeah, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that a thunderstorm comes pretty soon, because yeah, otherwise we're going to run out of time. So keep our fingers crossed, and hopefully it will materialise at some point. I haven't done any kind of sleeping whenever somebody comes online. I've asked them not to sleep, so it's been a long time since anyone slept. So hopefully it will happen soon. And with that, the build is finished. As you can see, this one is a bit bigger than what we've had before. Obviously, that is to encompass the farm inside. But yeah, it doesn't look too bad. I've tried to keep it very minimal. There's not many details for this. And I think for this building, this is going to be more like a backdrop building. There's going to be other buildings in front of it that kind of can draw the eye with the detail. So I think that's okay for now, because obviously the focus is to get the farm done and inside. And it's done. Still no lightning yet. Still no thunderstorms. So just going to have to wait around for that. But if we hop in here, we can see all of this is done. Now I found a flaw in the plan. I did some more testing, and it turns out that if we have a charge creeper over here and we light them up, those dudes take damage. So I've rigged up a dispenser above them, and what I'm going to do is have some health potions in there. And what's going to happen is whenever they take damage from the charge creeper, they take half a heart of damage. And so if we dispense a health potion every 4 of these, that means they'll drop 2 hearts by that point. A health potion restores 2 points, so or 2 hearts should I say, so that should get them back up to fully healed again. So that's okay. We just got to remember to press that button every 4th time we ignite a charge creeper. Now also I'm going to put, I think I've already done it, I've put a splash potion of fire resistance in there. So we're going to hit that first when they're light, before we hit them with lightning, so any that catch fire, because those guys right on the very edge aren't in water, so they will take some burning damage from the fire from the lightning. But that's all we can do now. I mean, everything's built. Just got to wait. Now I have covered over the egg underneath while I was building, and as you can see, the zombies don't know what to do. So I'm going to go down and unplug that. There it is. I've just put a carpet on top of it, and then just got to wait. It's here! It's here! I've been waiting for a very long time. Quick, hurry up! There was a crack of thunder right there. Okay, I've left a hole here. Okay, the heart is pumping. I need to get my trident out of here. I need to douse these guys. I'm going to wait for another crack of thunder just to make sure. Yeah, there it is. There is the crack. Oh, I was wondering whether it was still thunder and lightning. I came back up here. Right, let's do this. Let's press the button. Okay, fire resistance is done. Trident. Let's go. Yes, look at that. Oh, yes. We got them. We've got them. That is a stack and a half of charged creepers. All right. Woof. Okay, we've got them. Awesome. Right, now then, let's see if we can get our first head. We've already got some mobs over here, so I need to get some minecarts, I think. I haven't got that yet, so let's get some minecarts and see if this thing actually works. Oh, look at that. It's thunder and lightning still. Yay. Okay, the moment of truth. One of these guys is going to have their head removed, hopefully. So let's see if this works. So what I want to do is I think the protocol should be we'll take a mob first. Now, at the moment, it doesn't matter, but we'll always take a mob first to make sure it's the kind of mob that we want. So zombie, that is all good. Now let's do the same over here. We'll grab hopefully a charged creeper. Yes, a charged creeper is coming. Now we just want to go over here, light it, and then stand back. If you remember what it's called. So we go in here, light it. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, it exploded. They definitely took damage. So that's one. So we need to make sure every fourth we need to give them the health potions. And in here, check it out. Zombie head. Yes. Got it. Okay, now we've got to keep doing this over and over until we get ourselves a stack of each type. So let's do one more. So let's grab a mob, a skeleton this time. Good stuff. And we'll grab a charged creeper. Yes. And we go in here. We will then hit him. Okay, it's a bit anticlimactic because I'm running away, but hopefully we look in here now. We've now got a skeleton head. Yes. Spooky skulls, yeah boy. Okay, let's see. They might get a creeper next. Let's see if we can get a creeper. And yes, okay, let's try and get ourselves a creeper head. Get a charged creeper as well. Lovely jubbly. And then we'll come in here. Light him up, run away. Okay, that was good. And then have a look in here. Yes, there it is. Creeper head. We got it. Okay, we can do one more and then we can heal these guys up and then continue. All right, very good. And after blowing up all those mobs with some charged creepers, in fact, using 96 charged creepers, how many heads do you think we got? Well, they're all in here. I'm a little bit disappointed. Just a touch. So out of 96 possibilities, we got that. After all that work, I was hoping to get at least maybe a stack of one of these. The problem is that, as you probably saw, the charged creepers were dying too much to the explosion damage of their counterparts, and yeah, the health potions weren't enough. I think what was happening was I was splashing them, but when the splash potions came out, they weren't actually hitting the whole area, just kind of getting the guys that are over here. So I think I've got an idea. I've got a few ideas of how we can improve this and hopefully make it a bit more reliable. But we've done the hard bit. We've got the main apparatus sorted out, so we can definitely improve this, and then we can get blowing up some more mobs next episode, and hopefully we can get those 3 advancements for a stack of each head. That was a lot of work, but I think we are on the road to having some cool advancements. And that is the end of the episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, then please hit the like button, and if you are new, then feel free to subscribe, and if you've got any comments or suggestions, then get in that comment section. Alright geeks, until next time, I will see you later.